And so when we look at this idea of how to overcome self-doubt, you know, number one, self-doubt. Let's talk about this for a moment. Self-doubt, reading from the book, self-doubt is an experience that happens to most of us at some point in our lives. So don't think you're the only person. It is a feeling of insecurity, that we're not good enough, that we don't have what it takes to accomplish a particular outcome. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. The future, I will be an ancestor. My people will know my beliefs because of my book. Absolutely right. And all of you who listen today and who may listen in the future, you know, we help people write books. And so if you have a book inside you, message me, direct message me, DM me, and let me know, and let's set up an appointment, or go to the website, herbertharris.com, and schedule a success consultation, because your story may be the one that somebody needs to hear to help them get clear and overcome a blockage of their own. Excuse me. By the way, it's very cold. You notice I have my sweater. I rarely wear these kind of sweaters, but it's cold. I hope we're not heading for another ice age. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, Eric. So let's just go on a little bit more. When making decisions, self-doubt can creep in, making us unsure of ourselves or questioning whether we are doing what we should be doing. So self-doubt gives you a double mind. Okay, you're wondering what is going on in my life and whether you should do A or B. Robert Frost talked about it, and he wrote a book, and he's talking about standing at the crossroads. I think it's called The Road Less Taken. And he said, the road less taken, there, I stand before me and there's a fork in the road, and I choose the road less taken, and that has made all the difference. But self-doubt will make you hesitate in making that choice of where to go and what to do. Self-doubt is worse than procrastination. With procrastination, you may put off until tomorrow what should have been done yesterday. Self-doubt can stop you in your tracks and undermine everything you are attempting to do, so that you don't get anything accomplished. So I wanted to hit on, in this book, Life Lessons for Your Success, Volume 1, we have 10 keys to overcome self-doubt. I try to break things down into steps so you can take a little bite at a time and handle one aspect of whatever's blocking you or whatever you're attempting to accomplish. And so the first key to overcome self-doubt is recognizing doubt is a negative emotion. Doubt is a negative emotion. Doubt is a weed. If you permit it to grow, it will consume your garden. An experienced gardener is always looking for and pulling up weeds. If you do not pull up weeds, they will consume your garden. Self-doubt is a negative emotion, a weed you must constantly pull up. Every thought has an emotional aspect associated with it. The emotional part of a thought is a seed from which the thought grows and becomes real. So the emotional aspect of the things you want to be, do, and have is really the energy source that helps you accomplish it. When a seed is planted in the garden of your consciousness, it will always manifest, whether it's a good seed or a bad seed. When you plant positive seeds, good ideas, good emotions, good habits, good relationships, you create flowers, positive manifestations. On the other hand, if you plant negative seeds, like self-doubt in your consciousness, they will also manifest in accord with their nature, negative manifestations. It's interesting to note that when you plant seeds, positive or negative, weeds will appear. You don't have to plant weeds. Isn't that interesting? I don't care how beautiful your garden is, weeds will appear. Self-doubt undermines your efforts because you are, in effect, planting weeds. So this morning we want to just deal quickly with how do you pull up or stop planting weeds in your life? How do you stop doing those things that are undermining your efforts so that the new you is the same as the old you? When you talk about the new you for the new year, our course, that the idea is that inside you is a person with greatness, with great potential, with the ability to be, do, and have anything you desire. But yet you get stuck in the old you. So how do we pull up or stop planting weeds? Negative emotions. We must reprogram our minds. Negative self-talk is a major cause of self-doubt. We plant weeds of self-doubt when we say things to ourselves like, I don't have what it takes. I can't do this. Anytime you are confronted with the weed of self-doubt, pull it up. Neutralize it by saying, that's not for me. Let's say, as a matter of fact, write that in the chat. That's not for me. Anything negative, any negative emotion, any negative vision, any negative experience, that's not for me. Write it down so you burn it in your mind. Self-talk is a powerful tool to neutralize self-doubt. Athletes do it to pump themselves up and create a victory. Sade said, that's absolutely not for me. Amen, Sade. Yes. When sports teams face a challenge, they huddle together saying, we can do it. We can do it. Fight, fight, fight. We remember the story of the little engine that could. It kept saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. We can reprogram our minds and our life experiences by telling our minds what to think. The weeds will enter your mind. Self-doubt will try to manifest. But you say, that's not for me. You feel, that's not for me. You act, that's not for me. Wow. That's our lesson for today. Now I want to point out another aspect of the life lessons is we have co-writers, people who are sharing their story. And from their stories you can find that you'll learn a lot. Some beautiful ideas about what they do and how they overcame some of the challenges in their life. And so in the chapter 2, on the self-doubt chapter, we have the greatest victory contributor, Tanya Devnam, who's here tonight, or this morning tonight. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. But Tanya wrote a beautiful section of the book. And she talked about her background. She talked about being in the banking era, the banking arena. And one of the things she said in being a banker, she moved to Atlanta after college, and she said, networking makes a big difference because you connect with people outside your regular group. It also allows you to create relationships and mentorships. These relationships gave me people and resources to support me through challenging situations. They made my career better and more enjoyable. Now that's a life lesson. So that's why we've included stories like this from Tanya and some of the others. You know, the idea that networking is a power tool. Many people don't know that. Tanya goes on to talk about how she shifted from banking to real estate. And one of the things that she saw, she says, the National Association of Realtors report on home ownership in America, released in 2023, it shows that the racial group with the highest ownership rate are white Americans. Their rate of home ownership is 73%. The next are Asian Americans with a home ownership rate of 63%. The next group is Hispanic Americans with a rate of 53%. The African American rate of home ownership is at 42%. She said, these statistics are very frustrating and emotionally taxing for me because African Americans are the only race where home ownership decreased from 2010 to 2020. we must do a lot of education to change our numbers. Wow. She goes on to say, hey, your ignorance is their power. Thank you so much, Tanya. These are the kind of stories that you read about in the life lessons for your success. Tanya said something very interesting. She said this. I asked her one of her life lessons for overcoming. And she said, I was a single mom with one child. That was probably one of my biggest challenges in life. Being a single mother and a business owner is hard. Sometimes I thought I had chosen the most challenging route on the planet by doing both simultaneously. Tanya was another obstacle I had to overcome. I had to get out of my own way and believe in myself. Wow. Tanya, thank you so much. Wow. When I reflected on my life and did self-love, I realized that Tanya is a beautiful person. She has done great things. You concluded saying, I have been a cheerleader all my life. Throughout middle and high school, I cheered in college, and now I'm a cheerleader for life. I became a cheerleader for everyone except Tanya. Now I'm a cheerleader for me. Wow. Wow. Tanya, thank you so much. And you gave a life, just the last piece here, you gave a nice piece of advice. I asked you the question, so what message would you give to people seeking success in their lives? And her message was this: have a vision and build a team. In my first business, I did not have a business plan. The third law of success is the law of vision. I would never do business again without a business plan. Vision requires that you have a team. That team should comprise people with strengths in areas that are not your expertise. People usually get into business in their area of strength, but you should hire or build relationships with people with strengths in your weak areas. Wow. Thank you, Tanya. I love Tanya. I love it. Well, folks, that's why you need to get your copy of Life Lessons for Your Success, Volume 1, and read stories about Tanya and other great people who have lived the lives that they want to design and overcome challenges and achieve great success. So people, achievers, thanks for being with us this day. Please share this broadcast with at least 3 other people, and be sure to follow us and let people know that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. we're right here. Sade said, don't forget to cheer for yourself. Thank you, Tanya. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Sade and I worked together for quite some time, and she's also one of those motivated people who gets things done. Lynette, a plan requires you think through your vision. That's right, Lynette. Thank you so much. Lynette is a successful realtor out of New Jersey. Eric out of Charlotte, one of my hometown buddies. Eric says, building wealth. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for the incredible opportunity and incredible sharing today. I can do what I do because you do what you do. You all show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that shows something powerful, that you care about you, that you care about your vision, that you care about your dream. So thank you so much for being with us today. I advise you and I recommend that you visit our website, herbertharris.com. Our book, The Life Lessons for Your Success by Dr. Herbert Harris and some other great co-authors, is available on Amazon. Go right there, Life Lessons for Your Success by Dr. Herbert Harris, and get it on Amazon. You go to our website, herbertharris.com, and you can schedule a success consultation, complimentary, to talk about maybe you have a book inside, to talk about whatever may be blocking you, to help you move on to the next level in your life so that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Just sing it on out. Here we go. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. All right, folks, have a great, magnificent day. I'll see you on Friday morning at 8 a.m. for a Friday checkup. Be what you want to be, do what you want to do, have anything you desire.